Hello everyone, it is Saturday night and welcome to the channel. Here on Cursed Twitch, we are back to... I haven't played Path of Titans in quite some time. And I haven't played anything in quite some time. Quite honestly, I've been like crunch mode at work, just constantly. I haven't played anything. So finally at 9 o'clock tonight, I said, screw it, I'm going to give some time to myself on a Saturday night. Shut down my work computer and literally turned my chair. And here we are on Path of Titans. I did record a video for the main channel, the Star Citizen channel, taking a look at the ship of the month, which this month is the Origin. Yeah, I know. Is the Origin 600i. It's a luxury ship. So, anyway, here on Path of Titans, I haven't played this in a while. There's been several updates. There's been this new guy, the Tyranno Titan, which I have never gotten an adult of. I just played around with it when it first came out. But I have a really bad habit with this game. I make an adult, and once it's an adult, I kind of put it away in a little box and then make a new one. I don't know. I don't know why I do it. Every time I get an adult, I don't play it ever again. So we have several adolescents here. I don't want to blow you out, man. It looks like my levels are a little high. We have several adolescents here. I think the Carno is almost to the next stage. They've got birds now flying around. They didn't have that before. No, not you. You're not the one I'm talking about. See, I have a little baby Carno that's almost to the next stage. Now, it used to be that when you got to this next level of growth, it goes like juvenile, adolescent, sub-adult, adult. And it used to be if you got to the next stage, you wouldn't fall back into the previous one, so you kind of in a way locked it in. I don't know if that's still the case. They've changed a lot of things. Also some changes. They did a TLC for what's it been lately? There's been a TLC for the Suchomimus. There's a TLC for the Dinoceras. There was a TLC for the Tyrannosaurus. There was a TLC for the Eotriceratops. So they got new abilities and stuff. This one needs one badly. So does this one, kind of. But this one... Stegos are good, but they could use some new love. See, he agrees. Let's jump in and see if we can figure this out. Let's see if we can polish off the end of this level. I get very jumpy when I get towards the end. I don't like the idea of getting knocked back. But you see, we are in the purple, and so that means we're in the bonus. We can it's increased growth, but it is Saturday night. Usually I would not play this on a Saturday night because it's just packed with people, and this game tends to be a little not nice. Tends to be a little toxic. Where the hell am I? I think we're here. Are we not? I think we're here. We have to get away from here because it'll give you that debuff if you stick around too long. I was really into this game for a while. You always have to be so quiet because you want to hear what, if there's footsteps or whatever. And now they've got so many critters in the game that it's really confusing to know, is a player nearby, is a critter nearby, what's walking around, what's that sound? No, we're getting too big to do the cave. Had to crouch. This is usually a very dangerous spot here. Could use some water. Could go over here and get some water. Of course, the stinking objective is lakeweed. Oh, I reached it. Oh, just from... Okay. Okay. Congratulations. This server does not have passive growth. This is a official server, so it was just from... It gave me Find Quill Lake and I found it. That was what it's from. I kind of want to get away from here, honestly. I feel a little better around Green Valley on this map. I don't know why, because it's pretty active as well. Really, like, some of the more deserty areas are less active and probably safer. But it's also a pain to find food and water, so that's your... At least it used to be. Maybe now that there's so many critters, it's not so bad. And some of the critters are quite hostile. They're not shy to come after you if you're a little one. I don't know what I'm considered. Am I currently considered a little guy or a big guy? I got a snake on me right now. Look at that. That's a new one. I would assume that thing's poison. It's got I'm poison colors. Here it comes. I don't think in reality a snake would ever attack something this big, but we aren't in reality. Like, what would it do? Swallow it? You know? And so this game has kind of, at the beginning, it was kind of more cool in a way. Nobody was really sure of things. The only thing like this anyone had played was the Isle. And it really felt like people were more cautious. So it would kind of be a lot of like sizing each other up and trying to get an idea. Should I attack? Should I not attack? Maybe I could just walk away and leave each other alone. Now it is almost always somebody sees you, they attack you. It's like there's like no hesitation anymore. It's just like, there you are, attack. Pretty much. If another player comes by, they attack you. It almost, I would say 90% that. The only thing that would stop it is if they're a little baby or... And I guess kind of everyone plays this game differently. Like some people race up to becoming an adult and then just do PvP at the freaking crater constantly. I don't know. I find PvP kind of tedious because it knocks you back and you have to like level back up and knocks you back and level back up every time you die. I find the being a baby and hiding in the grass and trying to avoid getting eaten way more exciting, honestly. Because PvP, like in a lot of games, is just kind of a, I don't know, kind of a dick measuring thing. It's like, oh, I kicked your ass. Good for you. You know, congratulations. Hey, how's it going? I stream greatly. I stream not as often as I would like, that's for sure. Hit you up on Discord, huh? I'm trying to not get eaten at the moment. Quest failed. It's okay. That's kind of something I suggested when this game was at the start. When it was first when it was first starting up, I was like, it would be kind of neat if you walked into an area and it was like, it kind of just gave you an option to accept, well, not really accept or decline the quest, but it's like right now, gather mushrooms. If you don't gather mushrooms, that kind of means you didn't accept the quest. If you pick up a mushroom, then you did accept a quest. And then, so when you leave an area, it's not like, you failed the quest. Because that's, I don't know. I don't like the way it feels. I mean, maybe, who cares, but I feel a little lag right now. Usually that means there's another player around. But yeah, I haven't been streaming much lately because yep, that's a critter. That's a critter. I haven't been streaming much lately. I've been working. Overtime, unpaid overtime, crunch mode, unpaid overtime. That's what happens when you're on salary. You get paid. You get unpaid overtime. Look at those birds flying right through a rock. So that's a critter right there. That's not a player. And apparently I'm big enough that it doesn't want to try to attack me. I could attack it and eat it, I suppose. I am a little hungry. This leads to Dry Lake, I believe. Or Dry Hills, or I think that's what it's called, Dry Hills. This particular dino used to be pretty fast. I don't know how it compares anymore. It's a little disappointing. You fly right into the mountainside. Kind of gives the game a feel of being a lower quality than it is. It's really nice. I like this game. I've tried the Isle, and this is better. Way better than the Isle, in my opinion. They kind of added that hatching babies thing that the Isle does too, but I don't know. I could live without that. I'm more of a solo player. honestly, unless I'm playing with somebody I know. I used to play this with my brother quite a bit till his PC broke. He doesn't really, he's not like super computer savvy, so when his PC breaks, he doesn't know what to do. He's kind of lost. And he's in the US and I'm in Canada, so I can't really help him out much. Oh, there's death right there. My death. So let's, those Quetzals are nasty. What's he doing? He's resting. Ooh, if this storm kicks up enough, I can get out of here. You won't see me. Because they will kill you. Pretty easy. Pretty, especially at my stage of being an adolescent. That was an adult. It's not a Quetzal, it's a hat, they call them. Is he logging out, maybe? Wow, this is a hell of a storm. Look at all that debris in the air. I'm gonna just try to get out of here, I think. Doesn't sound good. It sounds worse. Nah. We're in trouble here, I think. Unless that's just a critter. Restart notice in 59 minutes. So that's what happens with this game. It's a great game, but it has to be restarted every 4 hours because apparently the quests get all out of sync if they don't. Which is kind of an optimization issue, I'm thinking. I don't know. But hopefully that's not forever. That's a bad sound. It's something big. They used to be able to eat corpses, and now you have to like be kind of a scavenger to do that. They make you change your metabolism to scavenger, which interestingly raises your food decrease, so you get hungry faster, which I'm not sure makes complete sense because being a scavenger, I would say your meals are more few and far between than if you were just a fresh meat eater. So I don't know. I think you get, if I'm not wrong, you get the option to eat fresh meat and decayed meat, so that's probably the logic there. You get more options. Whereas somebody that is, like my guy right now, he has to be all fresh. I'm not sure that would even be a mouthful, honestly. So here we are in Green Valley. Could be attacked by a croc here. Lots of crocs and sarcos and suchomimus, all those things. But it is kind of foggy, hazy. They might not see me. Some nights you just get lucky and everyone's playing an adult over at the crater and you can just like level, no problems. Gather clams. Well, you could try it. I wouldn't mind finding some food first. See if we can kill one of these critters out here. Pretty small, it's probably not gonna help me much. Yeah, that was it. Chewed him right up. Look at all the debris in the air. That's a bigger something. Oh, it's attacking. They did add alpha critters. Maybe what I'm doing here. Usually those just run. This guy felt he had a chance, I guess. So technically, I guess if there's all these critters in the game does have a single player now. There is a single player button, and used to be you were just in the world by yourself and nothing was happening. But now that there's all these critters around, I guess technically there is a single player game. None of the playable dinos are out there running around. So there's no AI running player sized dinos, but so that filled me up pretty good. That must have been an alpha of that species. Oh, freaking Megalania. They aren't nice. The players that play them usually aren't nice. Poison and venom and all that stuff. They're all very loud. Shut up. If you're trying to be like sneaky, those kind of ruin it. So we could switch to a different dino now if we wanted to. I do have a little bit more to... You can see down with that little... On my bar down here on the moon, there's that moon marker. That's the login bonus you get for sleeping in your home cave. You have a bonus to your experience. So Kind of sucks to not use that. They changed the grass. It looks hairier. The grass looks much fuzzier than it used to. I just have a feeling if I go down there and I start to do this quest, I have a feeling I'm going to get taken out. Because I'm not an adult. So, even the best... See, there it is right there. Nope. Even the best player that's not an adult doesn't have a chance against an adult if they're even vaguely competent, it seems like. Or maybe that's just my experience. I am, I've never had much luck fighting an adult as a adolescent. Usually you just want to get the hell out of there. Is the best course of action. Those Megalania can also swim, so they're just as dangerous if you go up to take a drink as anything else in the water is. I have an adult Megalania, but I've always felt they were a little bit overpowered, honestly. Yeah, there's somebody here. See, usually there's 7, and there's 2. So when you do these quests to pick up shells, there was only 2. 1, 2, yeah. So that means somebody else is down here collecting. Right here is where they get you. And you have this wall against you. You can't run. Uh-oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So nobody touched that stack. There's some here too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's a full stack. I just use these as a guide of like seeing if there's somebody around or not. It's not always helpful, but sometimes. Okay, did that one. Now what? Lakeweed. It's like the worst. You kind of got to get in the water. I wonder if life as a dino was really this treacherous. Okay, we have used up our bonus. So usually what I do is when there's a bonus full, I take my dino back to the cave and get another one out. And play it till its bonus is full and then keep the cycle going. Until they become an adult, and then I put them away and never play them again. The rain's dying down anyway, too, so. Oh. So the server keeps reminding me that it's shutting down in an hour. I don't think we... I don't think we'll, I I don't know, maybe. I was gonna say, if we get, should we change servers or not? I don't know. Not, you know, like not get something else out. Just put this one away and then jump servers. You can see on the map there's a little blue cave. This is the home cave. There are lots of them scattered around. You cannot jump between them, which sucks. I kind of wish the deal was if you're in your home cave, you can then exit from another home cave, but they don't have that. They don't want people traveling that fast through the map, I guess. But sometimes if you get in a fight and your dino was at the home cave that the fight was near and you get killed, you can't like get another dino out. And I know why. They don't want you to do revenge, like where you're just like going through your whole dino list trying to go kill the person that got you. But you also can't say change a different, you know, I wish if it blocked you, you know, if it blocked you from getting your dino out, you could say spawn me at a different cave. It doesn't let you do that. Because sometimes you get killed, you're like, I don't want to play this guy anymore, I want to switch to another guy, but he's also in that cave, and then you're hosed. You can't. You gotta wait 10 minutes, I think it is. Log out. So who else do we have here? We have an adolescent Stegosaurus, an adolescent Myrogia. I don't know. These guys are weird. I've been trying to do this. I'm not really into it. And then this guy is so big, even as a baby, he's an adolescent, that everyone still just wants to kill you. There's like, screw you, you're gonna make that big dino, you know. I have a Sarco that is way off in the middle of nowhere. I think everything else is an adult. Subadult. These guys are really boring though, the aquatics. There's nothing going on out there. Unless they've changed it, but I don't think they have. Just a big empty ocean and you're all by yourself, pretty much. I wonder how close we are to the subadult of this guy. Oh damn, we're really close. We're even closer than the Carno. Let me kind of review we have toxic. Let me just kind of review what I'm doing here. Character abilities. So we have this one, which is the tail attack with venom or toxic depending on your equipped hide. And we are venom. No? Yeah, venom. Applies venom to all your tail attacks. Dramatically reduces stamina recovery rate of the enemy. Then we have just a regular tail attack. Medium damage. Is this one high then? Medium. So we have two mediums and then a spit in your face. Weakens their attack damage. And I'm not sufficient enough. So this one is counter turn. Upon entering combat, gain increased turning radius. Okay. All attacks deal 5% less damage but gain 20% increased venom or toxin damage. Okay, so we increased our toxin, and then we have our passive as gives a paralysis if they hit a certain amount of venom, I suppose. Okay. Let's go knock this one out. Shouldn't be too bad. It's kind of slow. No players near the home cave. Exit home cave. See, this is the same home cave we just went into. So if we would have gotten in a fight and ended up around that ended here, it wouldn't let me spawn this guy. So I don't know if that's confusing or not. If I would have gotten in a fight and gotten killed outside of this cave or near this cave or in Green Valley even, and my dino would have been respawned in another part of the world, if I would have logged out and logged back in and decided I wanted to play this guy, because he was in Green Valley, it wouldn't let me spawn him because it would assume I'm trying to do some revenge for getting killed. But it also wouldn't give me the option to spawn it somewhere else. So I kind of wish it would let you say, okay, I understand you think I'm going to go kill the guy, put me as far away or wherever the hell, just choose another cave, I don't care. But, you know, it doesn't let you do that. So you kind of are stuck waiting. They supposedly been working on the sounds too, because they were kind of goofy before. It was hard to judge how far away somebody was before. Sometimes it would sound like they're really close and they weren't. You got more clam gathering. The missions in the game are, if you're not familiar with Path of Titans, yeah, the missions are kind of, didn't realize dinos work so hard. I kind of wish it was more of a, it would be way more complicated, but I kind of wish it was a survival game based on keeping your dino alive. Like, there's things you have to do to keep your dino alive instead of these pickup quests. So, I'm not familiar with that call. I don't know if it was a critter or a player. I'm going to guess critter, because if it was a player, it probably would just straight up attack me. Not too worried about the number of these because I'm the last one that probably picked them up. I'm not going over there for that. Kind of sticking your neck out there. Trying to be kind of inconspicuous. Like, I'm not running or anything. water splash was a little nuts sounding. It sounded like I was kicking a garbage can. Sometimes there's people nesting over here. Could I drink? I think it's safe. I'm a subadult. And it's not like the quests are very advanced either. It's not like they get harder or more difficult as you get older. They're the same thing over and over and over. And when you get killed as an adult and knocked back to subadult, and you have to level back up again, it's still the same. It's not like they're increased difficulty as you get bigger. It's not like it's that in-depth of a quest system. It's just something they have you do to have something to do, you know. I think it would have been neat if they would have had like I'm in Green Valley. I got to do all the Green Valley quests, and then they make you move to the next region, and you have to do all those quests. That forces you to move around the map rather than pick an area you feel is safe and you just kind of hang out there forever. Like, so it'd be like, oh, I got to go do Crater today. That's going to suck. It's going to be really difficult. You know, it adds a little bit more depth to this if it forced you to go to places that were potentially dangerous to do these quests. It's like, oh, you talk to your friends and you'd be like, oh, can you help me tonight? I got this quest over by Crater and it's really hard with just myself. You know? Makes it a little more, I don't know. A lot of people aren't thinking that way. A lot of people are just like, I want to get to adult so I can PvP. So, you know, the whole, they might get a little ticked off if things to become an adult were a bit more difficult, I suppose. Something's going on. Something's going on. I hear somebody doing something. Again, it could be a critter. I don't know. Could be a critter. That's a player. Those are players. Those are definitely other players. Now, a raptor group at night can be kind of dangerous. Think all those are just little guys, but they can latch onto you where you can't reach them and be kind of nasty. They are just little guys, though. Could probably be alright. And I did just... get past the adolescent stage. Huh. I wonder what they're doing. I don't know if they saw me or not. Well, we are coming up on an hour of gameplay, and the server is not wanting. I don't know if I don't know if that one will attack me or not. He seems indifferent. So I'm going to see if I can get back to the home cave. I usually like to cut these streams into hour-long pieces. But I haven't done Path of Titans in a while. I don't know. I really like the game. It's a good game. It gets really intense sometimes. It didn't really get too bad tonight. I didn't get attacked by anybody. Yet. We aren't there yet. It can happen in a flash. But, yeah. You guys tried Path of Titans? It's not on Steam. You gotta look it up. Get it yourself. It's its own executable and everything. And a lot of times, if people don't have, like, the safety of Steam or Epic Game Store or something, or they feel a little in danger, like maybe it's a scammy thing, but no. This game is also on mobile. It is also on... God. It is on mobile. It is on PS5, PS4, Xbox. I think it might even be on Switch. And it is cross-platform. So when you go to the menu screen and you look at who's playing, you can see what platform they're playing on. And there was one time when I got my butt kicked and I was like, my God, is this guy on PC or what? And I look and he's playing on a phone. I got my butt kicked by someone playing on their phone. What does that say about me? Yeah, this dino's kind of quick. It jumps really ridiculously high for as big as it, and probably dense as it is. Oh, did they remove that? I don't have a jump? I can't jump right now. Did they remove the jump? I think they did. Well, that was, I mean, I don't disagree. That was like ridiculous. He used to like jump way higher than he probably ever should have been able to. So yeah, if you go to social, right here is how long the server's been running, and it resets at 4 hours. So whenever you log into a server, when you get into a server, you're like, okay, I want to do some leveling. How much time do I have? This is how much time you have. And sometimes you don't have much time. You'll have 10 minutes or whatever. So you might as well leave and go to a different server. So right here is me. I'm on PC, and here's someone on console. These are console players with the controller. Here's people on phone. So yeah, everyone's playing on the server together, and they're all on different systems. So it's kind of cool game. If you haven't checked it out, I would definitely recommend you. And also, there's lots of different builds you can do. There's lots of different skins you can get. I thought this game was pretty well known, but then I talked to people and they're like, I never heard of it. So, and then so for each, so let's grab okay, this guy, and then for each color there is different patterns, and then you can change the details of each color. So instead of like this one blue, you can make it grayer, and then go to the next color and do it. So you can customize your guy pretty good. And then there is also different kinds. So like this one's a stamina recovery build, and then there's like longer spikes that do 20 more spike damage, and then and you can see it slightly changes the look of him. So there are a lot of options in here. It's a really good time. It's a really fun game. So anyway, thanks for joining me. Hope you enjoyed this look at Path of Titans, this revisit of Path of Titans. Yeah, I think from now on when I'm going to play it, maybe I'll stream it. And yeah, like I said, though, I've been working a lot. So anyway, hope you enjoyed. Of course, all these streams go right to my YouTube channel, Curse Twitch, because if they're here for very long, Twitch deletes them like really quickly now. So I move everything over there almost immediately so that they don't get lost. All right. Thanks so much. To those of you who joined my chat tonight, I think it was all just spam. Follow me on Discord. Another guy. It's like there are cheap viewers over at this place. I don't know. I don't know. Seems spammy. Okay, talk to you next time. Bye-bye.